Good morning, everyone. You're watching the Indian Investors Forum. This channel is all about making Indian investments, the avenues available for Indian investors to make investments, and all the asset classes available to the Indian investors. Well, in the previous videos, we discussed the different asset classes available to the Indian investors and the advantages and disadvantages of different asset classes, and how an investor should build a diversified portfolio by investing in different asset classes to achieve consistent higher returns which beat inflation and also reduces the risk for the investor. Well, in yesterday's video we discussed about what can be expected in the markets and all the important data points which were to be released globally. Well, in today's video, we are going to be discussing the major headlines and price movements which happened on 7th of September 2015 in the Indian and global markets and what can be expected in the Indian markets today. Well, let's start with the major headlines for yesterday. Number 1. Election Commission of India is likely to announce Bihar Assembly election dates today. The number of phases for polling will be decided on the basis of availability of central forces. Number 2. The Chinese finance minister says at the G20 meeting that 7% growth is the new normal for China as the Chinese economy moves from investment driven economy to consumption driven economy. Number 3. China also revised its GDP growth rate for 2014 to 7.3% from 7.4% previously, but stated that the government is confident of meeting the 7% GDP target for 2015. Number 4. China's forex reserve declined by $94 billion to $3.56 trillion. Well, the declines were not that large as expected. Some forecasters on the yuan had forecasted a decline of about $200 billion. There were also news that the Chinese policymakers were very surprised by the reaction to the devaluation of the yuan and that it is likely to keep the yuan on in a tight range in the near term to head off fears of a global currency wars. Number 5. Yields in the Indian bond market rise sharply today due to falling rupee and there were also renewed concerns on the monsoon falling short of its long-term average. Number 6. The Indian Meteorological Department IMD said that it has not downgraded its forecast for monsoons from 88%. It also added that the areas hit with weak monsoon were well prepared with better irrigation facilities and the government has prepared well too. Well, now let's talk about the major price movements in the Indian financial markets yesterday. The Indian stock markets had a negative day yesterday as the benchmark stock indices saw price declines of about 1.2% in previous trading session and took everyone by surprise with the nature of the fall in the market. The Nifty lost about 96 points and closed at 7,559 points. The Sensex lost about 308 points and closed at 24,894 points, which is way below the psychological mark of 25,000. Both the indices closed at 52-week lows. All sectoral indices also saw big declines with real estate, metals, banking and pharma stocks losing out the most. The market breadth was also very negative on Monday where 289 stocks saw price gains compared to 1228 stocks which saw price declines and 57 stocks were unchanged. The biggest gainers on the Nifty were IT companies with Tech Mahindra leading the gaining stocks with a gain of about 1.3% and the biggest loser on the Nifty was NMDC Limited with a price decline of about 4.5%. Now let's talk about the Indian currency. Well, the Indian rupee was also weak in yesterday's trading session as well, following the weak sentiment in the stock markets and also taking cues from the emerging market currency peers, which were all trading with a negative bias. The rupee depreciated by 36 paise from the previous close and closed at 66 rupees and 82 paise versus the dollar. The rupee can decline further if the Indian stock markets continue to lose in value and if the global volatility increases as well. The yield on the 10-year government securities was around 7.8% when those markets closed for trading yesterday, as weak rupee and rumors about downgrade of monsoon forecast by IMD spooked the bond markets. Well, the commodity markets also saw mixed price action in yesterday's trading session. Gold lost about 4 rupees then closed at 26,528 rupees for 10 grams. Silver saw price decline of about 218 rupees and closed at 35 rupees at 35,170 rupees per kg. Crude oil saw a price decline of 166 rupees and closed at 2,944 rupees per barrel. Copper saw price gain of about 3.5 rupees and closed at 351 rupees per kg. Nickel lost about 10 rupees and 20 paise and closed at 651 rupees and 90 paise per kg. Lead gained about 65 paise and closed at 111 rupees and 95 paise per kg. Zinc lost about 95 paise and closed at 118 rupees and 65 paise per kg. Aluminium lost about 70 paise and closed at 106 rupees and 70 paise per kg. Natural gas lost about 50 paise and closed at 177 rupees and 90 paise. So these were the biggest headlines and market movements of 7th of September 2015. Well, what can be expected from the markets today then? The Indian stock market should most likely open flat with a negative bias in price action as indicated in the SGX Nifty, which was trading flat with a gain of 14 points at the time of making this video. American markets were closed for trading due to the Labor Day celebrations there, and the European stock markets closed little higher overnight. The FTSE 100 index gained about 32 points and closed at 6,075 points. The DAX gained about 70 points and closed at 10,109 points. The CAC 40 gained about 27 points and closed at 4,550 points. As we had mentioned in earlier videos that the Indian markets will face downward pressure due to the weak global sentiment, and there are renewed rumors about downgrades of monsoon forecast by IMD, which also spooked the markets. The Bank Nifty is still in the bear market and that index has to be watched closely for future market direction. The Bank Nifty lost about 339 points in the previous trading session and now looks that it's on its way to more downside. Levels of 15,100 to 15,300 can be expected on the Bank Nifty soon. The interest rate hike by the Federal Reserve look quite low currently as the data coming out from the US was quite weak last week and most data missed expectations. The, the Nifty should trade in the range of 7,490 to 7,680 today. The break of any of those levels can make way for more trending moves in the direction of the levels broken. As we had mentioned earlier videos that Bank Nifty can take down the entire market with it as banking is a big part of the Indian indices. The weak global sentiment is also not helping the Indian markets and the risk appetite globally is very weak. The levels of 15,100 to 15,300 on the Bank Nifty can be seen shortly, so investors should keep a close eye on Bank Nifty for the future market direction. But a short-term technical rally cannot be ruled out as well on the Nifty and Bank Nifty. So investors should keep that in mind as well. The Indian rupee should open with a negative bias today and should trade in the range of 66 rupees and 30 paise to 67 rupees and 20 paise in the spot market. The break of any of those levels can make way for more trending moves in the direction of the levels broken. The Indian rupee will have a negative bias as the Indian markets are weak and is leading to capital outflows from the stock markets. Another negative for the Indian rupee is that forex reserves of Reserve Bank of India declined for the week ended 28th of August and the emerging market currency pairs are also quite weak globally and can see more depreciation versus the dollar, which will again lead to more depreciation of the Indian currency. The only factor positive for the Indian rupee is that the Chinese yuan has been stabilizing now, with the People's Bank of China appreciating the yuan, which has been appreciated more than 1% from the lows it reached on 12th of August 2015. Since the depreciation of the yuan seems to have halted for the time being, that can also be a positive for the Indian rupee till this appreciation trend of the yuan continues. Another important data to watch out is the current account numbers for quarter 2 of 2015 are expected anytime, which can have a little bearing on the Indian rupee. The stocks to watch out for today are TCS, Wipro, Shriram Transport Finance, Sun Pharma, IDFC, Indian Overseas Bank, NTPC, Hexaware, Power Grid, and Mindtree. So everyone, this is my views about what we can expect in today's trading session in the Indian markets and which stocks can have major price movements in the market. Here at Indian Investors Forum, we are going to help you make the right choices for your investments, when you should invest in equities, real estate, bullion, fixed income, currencies, commodities, so on and so forth, and when you should rotate your investments in different asset classes, because investment is all about timing them correctly to get the best returns out of your portfolio. So please post your comments and queries below. Also, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the future videos, and share this video with your friends and family so you can help them make the right investment choices in their life. Thank you for watching this video and see you soon. Goodbye, take care and happy investing.